Welcome, fellow travelers. Your traveling buddy here, coming to you today from Whitefish Point, right here in UP, just outside of Paradise. And I'm out here to knock off something off my bucket list that I wanted to check out for years. I'm here to check out the Shipwreck Museum right over there. Look at the White Point lighthouse right here. So let's go inside and get out of the rain. It's actually raining right now. So let's get out of the rain and go check out this museum. So travel with me, will you? Here we are inside the museum. So we start out with the Indians, Native Americans. Exploration of the inland seas. Exploring burrows, the first Europeans. Right there. Show them that I got museum I just showed you in St. Ignace. Look at these mannequins. Pretty realistic looking. Look at that guy. Kind of looks like what's it? What's his name? Here is the very first shipwreck on Lake Superior. Built the British-owned Northwest Company. The schooner Invincible serves as a general merchandise and fur trading vessel. Assembled above the salt rapids, farm timbers carried from the lower lakes. She was adjudged and the finest, cheapest of the companies. Shipping sailings, Lake Superior for her final trip in 1816 involved not the carrying of goods, but the ferrying of an armed forces sent to deal with uprising at Fort William. Right there is the model of the ship. This must be part of it. Oak frame from the Invincible. Invincible. Oh, I brought that up. Oh, wait a minute. My fault. That's the Independence right there. Not that one. That's that. You know, this is the Independence. Independence built at Chicago in 1844 for the transatlantic ocean trade. And Independence was financial dream of J.M. Agro. His hopes were dashed, however, when it was determined that she could not carry enough fuel for even one crossing in addition. The newest invented Erickson and crew proposal, which powered her, was oppressively slow. She could not outcontact by a man walking. Arrow soon had sails that increased her modest speed. Right there is the model. And like I said, this is from the bow of the ship. There's the sails they talk about. They even show the location where she's at. Right there. There's the lighthouse. She's right there. The diving suit that they went down. Probably look for this stuff. Look at that diving suit. That is incredible. This is the pump. Where they pump the air. Got to talk a little loud because they're actually playing the famous song of one of the most famous shipwrecks here. I'm sure that's copyright. But here's the thing. Oh, look at the helmet here. So we got a journey back in time, investigating the remains of independence. To touch a shipwreck is to feel the pulse of a maritime bass. Deceptive here are given drivers for the Great Lakes Shipwrecks Historical Society investigating. Right there. Look at the divers up there, scuba divers. I don't know if this is actually pieces and the Independence. Some of the, for the lost with the all hands, the Nigeria founders and heavy seas. See the lifeboat up there? And there, that must be the Nigeria ship. These are artifacts from it. Pulleys. A bottle. That almost looks like a wing. And right there, see that star? That's where she's at, right there. Lake Superior's treasure ship, the fatal end of the comet. This is August 26, 1875. On a clear summer evening, a Bond sidewheeler Manitoba sights the downbound comet, laden with Montana silver or pig iron and copper ore. Comet with an apparent property for trouble has sunk several other vessels during her 18 years. For steadily closing the distance and showing her green light full starboard side. The comet will pass Manitoba starboard to starboard. Detroit, August 27th. Canadian steamer Bandle came in collision with the propeller comet about Whitefish Point, Superior last night, and sunk her almost immediately. 10 lives were lost, including the captain and the first mate of the comet. And right there is the comet. The steamship. This must be like stuff from it. And there's a star and shows where she's at. See, there's Whitefish Bay, and she's right there. It says Terror Afloat. Alberta sinks the John M. Osborne. The Alberta career carries Her Majesty's mail. Other boats must get out of their way. Captain Anderson, master of the Alberta, the foggy evening of July 27, 1884, found the wooden steamer John M. Osborne downbound near Whitefish Point. Suddenly, looming out of the darkness, came the steel-hulled passenger liner Alberta. With no time to check her speed, the Alberta rammed the port side of the Osborne. Exploding steam confusion, 4 lives were lost. The Osborne dove 170 feet to the bottom, Virginia down hazard by her cargo of iron ore and short span of a mountain. Osborne had become the 4th victim claimed by the Alberta's excessive speed. Right there. That's the Osborne. And there's the Vienna. The Vienna Whitefish was sunk in 1882. Right there. I'm not going to read through all the rest of this. Take a screenshot of it and then you can read that. But they got a picture of it right there on the bottom. See? That's her. There's a diver down there. And then right here is where she's lying, right there. Just realized that most of these have the picture of her lying on the ground. That's the Osborne right there. laying on the bottom of the lake. There's a diver at the Osborne. There's the Myron ship. She was sunk in November 22nd, 1919. I think there's the wheel, actually right there. See that wheel there? That's the diver at the wheel. The big old pulley. Look at the size of that. That's my hand. There's a big pulley. And this is where she lies right there. So all these are right in this area. This is a big tanker one. This is a Superior City. Sunk in August 20th, 1920. That big old ship. There's a diver at it. And she's laying right there. Look at, there's somebody's ring. They found somebody's ring down there. Wedding ring, looks like. Imagine all those people. How many people died on that one? The crew labored desperately to launch the lifeboats. Frigid water. There would be 4 crewmen survived to be rescued by the king. To today, the bones of the victims still rest on the deck 265 feet below. Wow. So basically everybody but 4 guys survived that one. But the deadly completion, fog and speed sink the John B. Cowell. And that's the Cowell. It's another tanker. Right there. And I don't see pictures of these ones at the bottom. They don't have any pictures, but there she lies right there. Oh, this is a deadly area for ships on the Great Lakes. One of the life vests from one of the shipwrecks right there. Carl D. Bradley shipwreck location. Right that way out there. Oh, here's the mobile. Somebody's diving down in one of the shipwrecks. Bradley. The bell from the Bradley. Sinks in Lake Huron. That one's sinking in Lake Huron. Of course, the most famous shipwreck of them all, that they actually wrote a song about, the Edmund Fitzgerald. And right there is a big model of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Now there's actually a song about, they actually play that in here. And so the Fitzgerald is gone and a heroic search in vain. Final message. Here it says here 4:45 p.m. 20 miles northwest of Whitefish Point. Seas at 20 feet. Arthur M. Anderson. This is the Fitzgerald. I have come. Some fence rail laid down. 2 vents lost or damaged, and have taken a list. I am checking down. Will you stay by me until I get down? This is the Anderson. Hey, Charlie. Do that. You have your pumping going. We have the mystery and the legend, what caused the loss of the Fitzgerald. On November 15th, 1975, the broken remains of the Edmund Fitzgerald were located 17 miles northwest of Whitefish Point. On May 20th, 1976, the U.S. Navy's camera-equipped remote controlled underwater recovery vehicle was lowered 530 feet to the bottom in search of the propel cause for the shipping. What was the hail is most conclusive investigating into a Great Lakes maritime disaster. And there's a dive suit. That's a newer style dive suit that they dove down, and there they are on the Edmund Fitzgerald, the most famous shipwreck out here. That's our Titanic, I guess. And here's the bell of the Edmund Fitzgerald, right there. They brought that up, see? That's when they brought it up. These are the globes from the lighthouse. Further order frontal lens. They probably replaced them. Look at that big one up there. That thing is huge. Captain's hat. U.S. Light Service guiding Marines for over 200 years. Guiding the Marines. Look at that pipe. Oh. And here is another ship. This is the White Shoal Lighthouse. Oh, it just shows the lighthouse. And that was probably the beam from it. That's incredible. These benches they got, look at the chain. These look like almost driftwood, or maybe pieces of I ain't say that it's actual pieces of ship. Actually, what's it say? What it says? Who made it? SS JC Ford, 1889 to 1924. This old time anchor right here. Got the wood up there. And that's the anchor. An old bell. Ship's bell, schooner in Nigeria. Oh, that's from the Nigeria. Right there. Actually, that anchor might be from Nigeria too. Thing is huge. That's what this says here, White Soul Lens. That's that one up there. It says here, a life-saving beacon for 75 years. The second order personal lens was originally located in northern Lake Michigan, 20 miles west of the Straits of Mackinac, and warned sailors of the treacherous shallows known as White Shoal, replaced in 1983. So that's what it was, and they showed the mechanism. It's like clockwork. Right there. That is cool. It's cool. Look, they got the original backup ceremonial Christian champagne bottles for launch of the SS Edmund Fitzgerald. That's 1958, right there. You know, how they used to smash a champagne bottle or whatever onto the bow of the ship. That's cool that they got that. Here they're actually showing some photographs of guys that have died by the Edmund Fitzgerald. See, there's the Edmund Fitzgerald right there. and then they scroll around to the guys around the ship. Right there, see? Look at that. See that? Oh man, that's incredible. Alright, we already got another schooner right there. So it's Sagamore.
I'll push the button for you.
July 29th, 1901. In the fog at Whitefish Point, just down a while back.
Take
Pathfinder
the stylus right here.
sank.
Put
Here's a picture of it. Sycamore, and then the Northern Queen.
Certainly, we're just gonna wait for the beat.
Alright. Oh, this is cool. Looks like this is racing.